Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about what is keeping you from getting what you want. So what are our energetic blocks which are not allowing us to receive, to attract, to manifest what we want to manifest? So we will go deeper into our energetic field, or we could say into our vibrational state. What is lowering our vibrational state at those different specific areas in our lives so we can't manifest it? So let's say our natural state is this one here. We have 90%. We can't have 100 right now, because in that case we would become just light beings and we would not need to be in a physical form anymore. So our natural state can be right here. It's a coherent state. A coherent state. What is a coherent state? For example, when you are thinking about how your life is going and all you experience is gratitude and appreciation for your life, for that certain area of your life, let's say for your health, for your state of health, or maybe for the relationships in your life, you experience that great amount of gratitude. That's where you have a coherent state in that area of your life, and you may see that your life is going truly beautifully in that area of your life when it comes to relationships. But what about for people which are dealing with some health situation, some health issues, let's say that way? Those people are experiencing some lower emotions in that area, which is incoherent state. Incoherent state is manifesting in that kind of a way where we say, oh, something bad is happening. But the point is that we are not judging the situation. We are stepping out of judging the situation, and we become the observers of what is working and what is not working. So we can change. So we can recognize what is pulling us off of that natural state, and we can get back into the coherence. So often people think, because that's how we've been wired to think, that something needs to happen so we will feel it as it is present, right? If I'm lacking abundance right now, I need to see more abundance in my life so I can feel a coherent energy when it comes to abundance. So we are always attached to the outcomes so we can feel it, right? When we are attached to the outcomes so we can feel what is happening. If those outcomes are not present yet, we will feel the lack of it, and we'll get into the incoherent state, which is draining our vital life force, our vital creative energy. So we can't invest it into what is important to us, because all our focus is on what is missing, on what is wrong. Right? So what we need to create, what we truly need to do, is that we need to become aware that all those different areas of our lives, are just the manifestation of our identity, of our character. Character is a shell of the soul. Character can change. You can reshape it by a greater awareness that you are actually a soul having a human experience. Once we truly become closer to that understanding, we are a soul having a human experience. Why our character should experience any kind of lack? Why? There is no reasons why. So why we are still holding on to the beliefs which are telling to us that our life is in lack. Of course, because we're observing and seeing, oh, this is lacking, that's what's wrong, that person was mean, and so on. We are observing it, right? And we say, oh, this is wrong and this is right, and that's going great in our lives. But it's all coming again from the perception, which is still just a part of our identity. Then the approach, how we are approaching things, it's still a part of our identity. Stories we are telling to ourselves about all possible different areas of our lives. Why you can't be happy, why you can't be wealthy, why you can't be healthy. Oh, in our family we have those kind of genes, so I can't experience health and so on. It's the lack of understanding. We are lacking the understanding. That's the greatest lack we can experience. Because of our lack of understanding, we are lacking everything else. And that's the truth. The lack of understanding, firstly, who we truly are. Are we the character, or are we just wearing a character? From where all the stories about money, about love, about our social life, about joy, freedom we can experience, health, from where the stories are coming from? To the character we are wearing, to the identity we are wearing as soul beings. From where it is coming from? Of course, from our environment. It is coming from our environment. Can we change it? Yes. How can we change it? Firstly, by becoming aware of who we truly are. We are infinite soul, which is an expression of the universe, having a human experience. And if your human experience is some would say painful or hard, it's because you get lost in the character which has false beliefs, ideas, perceptions, believing into false paradigms about all different areas of our lives, whatever is lacking or is not working the way you would like it to be. Once we understand that your character is just a shell of your soul, you want to reshape it. So it will become, rather than just a shell, it will become an expression of your soul. Right? We want to become an expression of our souls. That's why we are here, to embody your soul, to find out what is truly fulfilling you, what is bringing you the greatest amount of joy, and do it. By doing that, we'll not pay any attention to what is missing, because our mission is to create it. If we are lacking kindness on the world, let's create more kindness. If we are lacking abundance on the world, let's create more abundance. If we are lacking love on the world, let's create more love. That's what, on that soul level, we all can feel. But most people don't know how to connect to that soul level. So they never experience that. That's why so many people are lost in the identity, in the character. We can change the character by awareness that actually we are growing. If we become aware that actually every single day we are growing, at some parts of our lives we are growing. Maybe our life is not changing on the physical level, but we are growing. Let's pay attention to how much more you know today than you knew before, yesterday or last year or whenever. How much more you know today about yourself, about your life, about anything. and recognize what kind of beliefs. Let's go to health, for example. For people which are dealing with certain situations with health, of course you go to the doctor and you hear an opinion, and you can believe to that opinion or you can question it. If you feel like something within you is telling you it's not all, there's more to what is actually happening to me, you will start questioning and you will start reading about it. You will start searching for the right knowledge which can provide you actually empowering answers. There's answer to everything, and there is a meaningless answer and there is meaningful answer. There is powerless answer and there is powerful answer, empowering answer. The question is which answer we will take as the truth, and when we will stop searching for the truth. Because our whole life can be a mission to get deeper into the truth so we can embody it, right? So whatever we can't understand about our lives, our mission is to grow in that area, constantly questioning, learning, so we can grow in that area. For people which are lacking money, what we don't understand about money, about making money, beliefs about money, what we've been told about it. Doesn't matter is it good or bad, it's not about judging. It's about understanding, observing. What we don't know and could learn more about it. Or our social life. We are social beings. So it's not true that we don't like to hang with people. Maybe you just don't know the right people you would like to hang with. We are all social beings because so many people are lost in the character. That's why many people, especially the empaths, feel like they rather spend more time alone. I also feel that way. I rather spend more time alone, but I also love to hang with people. I love to connect on that deeper level with people and to talk about deep things like we're talking today right here about. So it's not true that we are lacking the social life because we've been born that way. It's again a belief. We are social beings. We need to find out what is lowering us in that area. What is just not real? What is not the truth? And we find it out and we change it. When we change it, we'll start meeting new opportunities, new people. You will see that. So when we become aware that the character can change, because that's just the shell we're like wearing all around, the character can change by growth, which is a byproduct of a greater understanding. Learning, right? By learning, through which we can gain greater understanding. By what we call failing and trying. Failure is never a failure, right? False attempt at learning. We're just trying new things, applying, and here and there we succeed, and here and there we don't succeed. It doesn't mean that we are failing. We are always just learning. Soul is a curious creature, curious being. And it likes to try new things because that's why we are here, right? So we are trying new things, and through that process we are gaining a greater state of awareness, and that's what we call a spiritual growth. That's what we call a spiritual growth, because through that process we are gaining a greater understanding of who we actually are, who we actually are. If we are not our identity, who we are, we can't think about who we are. We need to experience that by trying new things. Am I a car? No. Am I a food that I'm eating? No. Am I thoughts that I'm thinking? No. Am I money that I'm earning? No. So who am I? And we are learning about it. And more we understand, more we are raising back to our natural state, right? Because we are getting closer to the source. The layer between the soul and the character is getting thinner or tinier. And connection is getting stronger. So we are more and more, we are embodying the soul. And that's where we start to become a completely new person, completely new identity. So we are actually letting go of who we are not, so we can raise our energy back to who we truly are. And it's the process of letting go to letting in new experiences, right? Letting go of the old identity, old beliefs, old stories, and letting in new ones. The easiest way to let go of something is to not judge it. As soon as we start judging something, we attach to it. You start judging something evil, you attach yourself to the evil. You start feeding it. You start judging something good, you are attached to it. And whatever we are attached to, we become addicted of it. Our mood will always depend of that thing. So it's not about judging, it's just about being aware. It's being aware and observing what is working and what is not working. Do more of what is working and always try new things. That's why it always feels so good when we are doing new things. Sometimes it feels unpleasant as well. But as soon as we try it, like we are going through new places, we are going to new places. We are trying maybe new food. We are reading new books. We are meeting new people. It always feels kind of exciting, right? Because that's our natural state, to always try new things and grow in that process. So when something is not working, what is keeping you from manifesting it is the lack of understanding of it. How to gain a greater understanding? Learn about it. Read. Learn from people who are good at it. Read books about it. Watch podcasts or whatever, wherever you can find information about it. Expand your knowledge about it and then try it. Trying is gaining experiences, and experiences are bringing us wisdom. So trying, applying, and seeing what is working, what is not working. And that's how we are building a new identity, creating new identity. Which the purpose of all that process is that we are getting closer and closer and closer to who we truly are. That's the spiritual evolution, the spiritual growth. So, more we are repeating these new concepts, and more we are trying, and more we are doing the new things, which can help us to experience a greater state of joy, a greater state of abundance, a greater whatever. More we are becoming aware also of our natural talents, where we are good at, what is actually truly providing us that sense of fulfillment. And that's where we start sensing that life is actually leading us into a certain specific direction. And that's where we recognize the mission of the soul. As soon as we recognize that, like in all different areas, our energy will just jump back to that natural state. And if we're doing that consistently, following our mission, doing what is important to us, we will stay here more often and everything will go back into a coherent state. And if you're following your mission and you're saying like, I'm still lacking money, well, there are still many beliefs about money which are not serving you. You're still lacking understanding of money, or if it's health. I met many truly spiritual people which are lacking health. So it doesn't mean that if you're awakened, that everything will be in abundance. We can be awakened, but we can be still attached to certain limited beliefs, limited stories. So by identifying which area of our life is still not working well, we can recognize what is our story about that thing. What is our story about that thing? And change it. Change it for the one which will work for you. And apply it. And repeat it. And apply it. And repeat it and applying until the old one will fall away and new one will become your truth. And that's where your energy in that area will go into that natural state again and you will start manifesting it. And that's the truth. It's from my experiences, and I know many people which went through that process. Everybody would explain it differently, uniquely. This is my way of understanding it, and I hope it can help you on your process of evolution. So this is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. If you would love to learn to paint with me, go and check out my other YouTube channel. The link is in the description. Art Time is the name. And I want to thank you all for supporting my artwork in our Etsy shop, I Draw My Passion. Thank you so much to all of you. Until next time, one love, my friends.